Why cats stare at you? Have you ever been quietly going about your day when you suddenly feel those piercing eyes upon you? You turn around and there's your cat, sitting perfectly still, staring directly at you with an intensity that could burn holes through your soul. It's unsettling, isn't it? That unwavering gaze that seems to see right through you, as if your feline friend is reading your every thought. Well, you're not alone in wondering about this peculiar behaviour. Millions of cat owners across the globe find themselves asking the same question. Why does my cat stare at me? Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of feline psychology to uncover 5 main reasons behind this mysterious behaviour. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what's going through your cat's mind during those intense staring sessions. Number 1 reason: your cat is showing affection. Believe it or not, that intense stare might actually be your cat's way of saying, "I love you." In the feline world, prolonged eye contact between cats and their favourite humans is a sign of trust and affection. When cats feel completely comfortable and safe with someone, they'll engage in what's called slow blinking whilst maintaining eye contact. You might notice your cat staring at you with half-closed eyes, blinking slowly and deliberately. This behaviour is often referred to as cat kisses, because it's their equivalent of blowing you a kiss. In the wild, direct eye contact between animals is typically seen as a threat or challenge. However, when your domestic cat chooses to make eye contact with you, they're demonstrating that they don't view you as a threat at all. Quite the opposite, actually. Try this experiment. The next time your cat is staring at you lovingly, slowly blink back at them. You might find they respond with even slower blinks, creating a beautiful moment of silent communication between you and your feline companion. This behaviour is rooted in deep bond that cats can form with their human families, and is actually quite a compliment when your cat chooses to stare at you in this affectionate manner. Reason number 2, they're trying to communicate a need. Cats are remarkably intelligent creatures, and they quickly learn that humans respond to visual cues. If your cat is staring at you intently, especially if they're positioned near their food bowl, water dish, or favourite treat cupboard, they're likely trying to communicate a specific need or desire. This behaviour is a form of learned communication that develops over time as cats observe their humans' routines and responses. Your cat has probably noticed that when they stare at you near mealtime, you often respond by feeding them. When they stare at you near the door, you might let them outside. This creates a pattern of communication that's quite sophisticated when you think about it. The intensity and duration of the stare can often give you clues about what they want. A short expectant stare near their food area probably means they're hungry. A longer, more persistent stare accompanied by meowing might indicate they want attention or playtime. Some cats even develop specific staring behaviours for different needs, perhaps a particular spot they stand in when they want to go outside, or a certain way they position themselves when they want you to turn on the tap for fresh water. Pay attention to the context of your cat's staring behaviour. Where are they positioned? What time of day is it? What's their body language like? These contextual clues will help you become fluent in your cat's unique communication style. Reason 3, predatory instincts and hunting behaviour. Even the most pampered house cat retains strong predatory instincts inherited from their wild ancestors. Sometimes that intense stare is actually your cat's hunting instincts kicking in. This doesn't mean they're planning to pounce on you, rather, they're engaging in a behaviour that's deeply ingrained in their DNA. When cats hunt in the wild, they spend considerable time observing their prey before making their move. This involves prolonged periods of intense focus and staring. Your domestic cat might be exhibiting this same behaviour when they watch you, not because they see you as prey, but because the act of focused observation is instinctually satisfying for them. You might notice this type of staring is different from the affectionate gaze we discussed earlier. Predatory staring tends to be more focused and intense, often accompanied by dilated pupils and a very still body posture. Their ears might be forward and alert, and they may be crouched low or sitting very upright and attentive. This behaviour can also manifest when your cat is watching you perform repetitive actions, perhaps typing on a keyboard, knitting, or even just moving about the house. The movement and patterns of your activities can trigger their instinctual desire to observe and track motion, much like they would watch a bird or small animal in the wild. Reason 4. Territorial monitoring and security. Cats are naturally territorial animals, and your home is their territory. When your cat stares at you, they might be engaging in what we call security monitoring. They're keeping track of the activities within their domain and ensuring everything is as it should be. This behaviour is particularly common in multi-pet households or homes where there's a lot of activity. Your cat positions themselves strategically where they can observe the comings and goings of the household, and you, as a central figure in their territory, naturally become a focal point of their attention. From your cat's perspective, you're not just their beloved human, you're also a key component of their territorial landscape. They want to know what you're doing, where you're going, and whether any changes in your behaviour might affect their environment. This type of staring is often accompanied by alert body language, ears forward, tail still or gently swishing, and a posture that suggests they're ready to react if needed. You might notice this behaviour more when you're doing something unusual or when there are changes in your routine. Moving furniture, bringing in new items, or having visitors can trigger increased monitoring behaviour. Your cat's stare in these situations is their way of staying informed about their territory and ensuring their security within it. Reason number 5. Learned attention-seeking behaviour. Perhaps the most common reason cats stare at their humans is simply because they've learned it works brilliantly for getting attention. Cats are quick to pick up on cause and effect relationships, and if staring at you consistently results in pets, treats, play or interaction, they'll continue the behaviour. This type of staring is often accompanied by other attention-seeking behaviours. Your cat might meow, purr, rub against you, or position themselves directly in line with your sight. They might stare at you whilst you're working, watching television, or trying to sleep, basically any time when your attention is focused elsewhere. The clever thing about cats is that they often escalate their staring behaviour if the initial attempt doesn't work. They might start with a gentle stare from across the room, then move closer, then perhaps some vocalizations, and finally resort to more dramatic tactics like sitting on your keyboard or knocking items off tables. This behavior reinforces itself because, let's face it, most cat owners eventually give in to their cat's demands for attention. I'm guilty of that too. We find their staring endearing, amusing, or sometimes just persistent enough that we stop what we're doing to acknowledge them. Check. From your cat's perspective, this confirms that staring is an effective communication strategy. Conclusion. So there you have it. The 5 main reasons why your cat stares at you with such intensity. Whether they're showing affection, communicating their needs, expressing predatory instincts, monitoring their territory, or simply seeking your attention, that piercing gaze is actually a complex form of feline communication. The next time you catch your cat staring at you, take a moment to consider the context and their body language. Are they showing you love with slow blinks? Do they need something specific? Or are they simply keeping tabs on their favourite human? Understanding these behaviours can deepen the bond between you and your feline friend and help you respond appropriately to their unique way of communicating. This concludes our explanation of the mystical bond between humans and our feline companions. Throughout this series on cat spirituality, we've delved into the ancient wisdom these enigmatic creatures carry, from their role as spiritual guardians and energy healers to their connection with the divine feminine and lunar cycles. Whether serving as bridges between worlds, mirrors for our own spiritual growth, or simply as loving presence that ground us in the present moment, cats continue to reveal the sacred in every day. Their quiet teachings remind us that spirituality often comes not through grand gestures, but through their gentle purr of contentment, the meditative rhythm of daily rituals, and the profound peace found in simply being present with another soul. Remember to subscribe for more fascinating insights into cat behaviour, and let us know in the comments what's the most intense stare you've ever received from your cat. We'd love to hear your stories. Until the next time, meow.